everyone, and welcome back to Faith in the Valley with Deeply. Wherever you are in the world, I hope that you are well. And for those of you who may be new here, this is a space where I share stories, poetic reflections, and encouragement for women who are going through their valleys of recovery and healing. So, today, I want to speak to the woman who may be feeling afraid. You may start to question yourself about what is happening and having that fear. And believe me, I know exactly what that fear feels like. And I know that you can feel as if you will never ever be strong again, or that things are moving so fast that you just don't know which direction you're going in. But whether you are healing from illness or grief or burnout, stress, an injury, starting again can feel absolutely terrifying. And sometimes you may feel as if you're just afraid of failing, or you're afraid of falling back into pain and hurt and distress, and you're afraid of going backwards. I know exactly how that feels. And you already feel as if you're lost, as if you don't know what's going on. Even confusion as well, questioning, why is this happening? And amongst all of that, feeling so afraid and so alone. And it might feel like you've lost so much as well. And now the idea of beginning it again feels too risky, too vulnerable, and just too exhausting, if we're honest. And I know exactly how that feels. For those of you who don't know, I have been traveling through my own journey of recovery, and I've been recovering from a herniated disc which compressed my nerves in my lower back, and it triggered cauda equina syndrome symptoms. But thankfully, I am making steady progress and I'm slowly beginning to walk again. But what I've learned during my recovery is that God doesn't rush us into restoration. He walks us through it, step by step, bit by bit. And in Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10, it says, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." What a wonderful scripture of reassurance when you feel afraid to start all over again. And the thing is as well, you don't have to start big. You just have to start gently. Just make a start. Take one step. And you don't have to start alone, because God is right there with you, just as He is with me. So I want to share just 3 gentle ways to help you begin again. And the first is to reframe starting as returning. And what I mean by that is you're not beginning from zero. You're beginning from wisdom, from experience, and from grace. And that isn't starting over. That's starting stronger. You're not in the same position that you were when you first got injured, or where you first experienced grief, or where you started to feel stressed or anxious. You're not there anymore. You're steps away from where you started. You're getting stronger. Even if it doesn't feel like it, you are moving forward. The second gentle suggestion is start with one act of courage. So maybe open up a journal that you've been writing in or a notebook. Take the first step. Make that phone call. One small act is enough to shift everything around you, to shift your perspective, and to just shift how you can choose to see things. The third thing, as a suggestion, is ask God for a fresh beginning. And what I mean by that is invite Him into your starting point. Ask Him to be with you as you start again, even if you feel afraid or unsure. Just say to Him, God, please help me, be with me as I start again, as I return, as I get stronger, be with me. And in Psalms 51 verse 10, it reminds us and says, create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. The wonderful thing about God is that He specializes in new beginnings, in doing a new thing. He specializes in restoration and healing. What a wonderful reassurance. So you may be feeling afraid, but you are not alone. And God is with you in every valley situation. And also, every valley has its turning point. There's going to come a time as you travel through that you will pause and realize that you have made progress, that you are stronger, that you are more calm, peaceful, and full of hope and faith. And you don't have to be ready for everything. I know that as I've been traveling through my own healing valley, it hasn't been easy and I haven't felt ready. And I've had to accept that in some ways I've had to start again or return back to a position of strength. But just get ready to say to God that you trust Him. You know, say out loud, God, I trust you one more time. Say that every day, every moment, every time you have to move or do something out of the ordinary. Every time you feel afraid, just call on His name. So if today's message and these words have encouraged you, then please let me know in the comments down below. And if you are looking for calm instrumental music or prayer resources or spoken word poetry, then my online store at Faith in the Valley with Deeply has everything created with love and faith. So you're welcome to explore that. And the link is in the description below. And finally, my wonderful friends, wherever you are in the world, may grace meet you exactly where you are. Thank you so much for joining me again today. And until the next time, take care.